Welcome to the Bayou Country Music Association show, brought to you by our partners, Southern Sound Outfitters, and also the Texas Country Music Association. I'm your host, Jacob, and today I'm joined by some very special guests, a duo that comes together to form the duo of Southern Justis. If you haven't heard these guys, I mean, they've been on our top 30 Spotify charts, and they've been making their name, man, and some great guys. And I'm luckily joined by both of them here today, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey, man. How you doing, Jacob? Thanks for having us on here. I'm Nathan. I'm Taylor. Yep, and we are Southern Justis.
So, man, I'm just going to go in the complete opposite direction of my normal self, and I have to ask, where did you come up with the name? Obviously, I know your last name is Nate Justis, and, you know, is that kind of what, I mean, it's a unique name, man.
Yeah, so we were both born and raised in Southern Delaware, and I don't know, I couldn't tell you how many times we've heard it, how we're Yankees and all that stuff. And I just, up north. Yeah, being up north, and I just tell people, man, let us take you to our hometown, and I promise you we'll change your mind. They call us slower, lower Delaware for a reason, because life is just, it's not the same as it is most places there up north. So Taylor actually came to me, he's like, man, you got a cool last name. He said, I think we could do something with that.
Let's jump on the wagon, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, we're from Southern Delaware, and it just kind of came together with Southern Justis, and it clicked, and people are kind of rolled off the tongue. Yeah, nobody said they hated it, so that kind of counted. People are digging it.
For sure, man. I mean, and it makes a hell of a conversation starter, you know, to mention how the name came about in Delaware. You don't hear many. You guys can fill me in on some of your background of your hometown and your state, man, because I don't really know much history with country music in Delaware. You know, I'm sure there's very, popular place to, but as far as artists coming out of there, man, I really don't, off the top of my head, know. You know, you guys know some artists coming out of that area that you looked up to.
Yeah, Chuck Wicks was out of
Delaware. Yeah, that's a big one.
30 minutes from us, and then another artist who is just now really coming on the scene. He's been here 10 years. Jimmy Allen.
Wow.
He's from like 5 minutes down the road from where I live.
Yeah, he's got that single Best Shot out on radio right now.
So those are the
only two that we can really give you is those guys right there.
Well, man, I mean, you two are doing a great job of holding your own for those two guys. So, explain a little bit background of you guys. I mean, you guys met. You know, how'd you meet, and how'd you come together to make a music group, a duo?
Well, so I've known Nathan since we were 9 years old. We met, playing Little League and growing up together in the same school, and we've just been best friends since we were kids. And I mean, we did a little bit of music stuff when we were kids. We did like a 5th grade talent show, and it was not good back then. We still have the home video, so that was. But the actual us forming a country duo and moving to Nashville was up until about a year ago. I was writing a lot in college and taught myself to play my junior year, so I decided I wanted to move to Nashville and become a songwriter. And Nate didn't really know what he wanted to do after he graduated, and I said, you got a voice on you. Let's post some videos on Facebook. So, we were down in my parents' basement, and we were just putting up cover videos on Facebook, and they just blew up around, like, with our Facebook friends and our Facebook community. And everybody was like, you guys are good. We really keep posting more videos. And I asked Nate, I said, dude, let's move to Nashville and let's try this thing. I wanted to be a songwriter. An artist would be cool too. I just didn't have a voice that Nathan had, and to have a unique voice like that to kind of round out this duo is
it takes a team, man. It takes a team.
Exactly, yeah. So going off of that, Taylor, he called me one day. I think we were juniors in college. We were juniors or seniors, I can't remember. And he said, man, I'm going to move to Nashville, and I've got a degree in business management, information systems, and I'm like, I really do not feel like sitting behind a desk for the rest of my life, and I'm going to be mad at myself if I don't go chase this dream, that's always been in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
So I sat down, and the first song that I ever wrote was Better Off, and I sent it over to Taylor, and he's like, man, this is going to work out. And he's like, if we keep doing what we're doing right now, this is going to work out.
Yeah, that's a hell of a first song, man. That's the one that's on our top 30, just blowing away, man. I mean,
so yeah, we've been picking away at it ever since.
You guys have a very unique sound, man, and it's what catches, I guess, people like me that hear music nonstop, and it just caught me, man. And it's just together, you know. You guys form a unique sound, man. And as far as your cover videos, man, you guys check out these guys on all their social media. I mean, they cover everything from Luke Combs songs to, I mean, just all over, and just do a damn good job of it, man. And you know, it just caught me by surprise, to be honest, because I mean, you got so many great musicians right now. You know, look at the guys I like to bring up as the ones that just now getting, I guess, the fame they deserve, and that's Gary and Charlie with Muscadine. And those dudes are incredibly talented when it comes to writing and putting out music, and you guys almost resemble them in the sense of you're somewhat sound similar, but you also have the same unique, you know, originality. I know it's crazy for me to compare you two and say original, but it's true, man. I mean, you don't really have that group of, you know, a guy that can come in and sing and another one come in and sing and compliment each other and just go off each other. And it's something that I think it's overlooked in the music world of, you know, duos, man. I mean, people think you just come in and sing songs together, and you have to have a, you know, a relationship, almost a family type thing, man, because this is the people that you with all the time, and you know, what you taking a risk and a dream for, and I mean, with you guys, it's obviously paying off, man.
That's not the first time we've been compared to those guys, and that's humbling, because we've been looking up to them. I mean, since we first started this whole thing up, they've been kind of like a goal for us to get to do what they're doing right now. The songwriting and them
insanity is what it is, man.
And playing all these crazy venues.
The guys, I mean, they just pump out music like it's a factory, and it's literally ridiculous. I mean, I've done interviews with, you know, Jordan Fletcher's one that I loved his story, man, and we did an interview with him, and he was actually started out as a drummer for Joe Fortner, and you know, ended up going and opening up as a headliner for I say headliner, but an opener for Muscadine guys. And I mean, the songs that he's got, 2 or 3 singles under his belt, he's had either Charlie or Gary help him write. And I mean, that's like, you know, having Drew Brees and Peyton Manning go back there and help you quarterback. I mean, the dudes are insanely talented, man, and they finally getting that recognition they deserve. You know, they've been doing it for years. And you guys definitely have that similar, I mean, obviously different styles, but similar in, I guess, there's no other duo to even compare you to besides them in the success that they've had, and, you know, their originality and the, you know, coming together and writing stuff, and it shows in music, man, to true country fans and true music fans. I mean, even guys such as yourself, musicians, you can tell whenever somebody's true behind their music, man, and when it's genuine and it's just something that you just love every minute of it, you know?
Yeah, and that's what we definitely try to shoot for. It's a goal. It sounds cliche when people say it, but we only write what we know, and we write what we feel, and everything that we sing about or write about is somehow true to me or Nathan, or we somehow resemble when another co-writer will come to us with an idea, and if we like it, I mean, there's a lot of times, man, you have people now, especially on the big labels, that'll write for radio and write to have whatever's going to make the most money. And
it gets flush, man. The originality and the meaning behind it just gets, I call it fluffer songs. I had a conversation with a family member recently, and I'm like, man, the day when top 10 country radio just won't have a single fluffer song, it's on the horizon. It's coming. That time is coming because of guys like you and, you know, the Muscadine guys, and of course Luke Combs tearing it up with just new song after new song. It's like breaking the mold of how fast you're supposed to, you know, realistically put out music. It's crazy because you know, you guys, and I say that, man, I've got friends such as Dawson Bryan and CJ Solar, and just all these great songwriters, man, and they just pumping out stuff, and then just getting behind people like you and artists such as yourselves, and, you know, just there's no, you know, with social media and with all these platforms, man, it's just like instant, put it out that people want to hear.
And I think that's the key now with the age of social media, to just keep pumping out new music, because
you have to
hear it, and then they listen to it for a quick amount of time, and then they're I mean, we have people ask us all the time. We're back home. They'll send us messages like, "Hey, when are you guys having new music?" And we're like, "Well, we just put this out like a month ago."
I mean, you guys put the EP out in March, the end of March.
March 30th, yeah.
I mean,
March,
and
we put it out.
In all fairness, I mean, it's a 5-song EP, and every song on it is damn good. I'll be honest. So it's kind of a spoiled thing to guys like me that you just wear it out, and it's every song on it is like you said. You could tell you guys wrote it or had it. Whoever wrote it, if you guys didn't write it all, they wrote it with a meaning.
We had a part in all those songs.
Yeah, you could tell by just the lyrics and the mood of the songs that it's meant. Somebody lived this, and that's what is to me. That's what music. I'm a lyric nerd myself, man. I can't sing, but I love lyrics. I've always loved lyrics since I was a child, man. And that just, to me, that's what paints pictures of what songs are supposed to be. So I truly admire guys such as yourselves that up and comers, to say as almost as a rude thing to say to you guys, but up and coming artists in the Nashville scene that are breaking the mold, to say,
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, man,
away from them fluffer songs.
It's
right?
awesome. Yeah, man, and I mean, we could sit here and talk for 2 days when it comes to that stuff, man. But let's talk about Better Off. I mean, you mentioned, was it Nate that wrote that was your first song you wrote, or was it Taylor?
Yeah, it was Nate. It was the first song that I ever wrote. And I could play guitar. I could play guitar since I was like 16 years old, but never to the level that Taylor always could. So I had a few basic chords for it. I sent it over, and he just is like, "Dude, this is gonna be good." And he helped me out. We got together one day, put the chords together for it, and we were actually down in Key West, Florida. We were fishing in Islamorada. We were in the Keys, and we put a cover up, or not a cover. We posted it. We did it on boat. Just kind of ran through it one time, and just the Facebook community just lost it. They loved it. Oh yeah,
it's got the vibe of the song just catches you right away, and you lose. You could tell, I could tell, you guys probably wrote that and all finished it up probably in not even an hour. It just has that vibe. It just hits y'all.
Oh yeah, it was nice.
I mean, is there a story behind the actual lyrics and the I guess the story of the song, or is it just something that came to you guys?
So in college, I want to say it was junior year when I wrote the song, but I was a bartender, just making cash to pay rent and stuff in college, and this real pretty girl sat down at the bar one night, and another guy came up to me. He's like, "Man, do not mess with that girl." He's like, she's a snake. She'll get you.
Well, you should have told me not to, man.
And that's kind of how it was. I thought about it. I was like, man, I'm better off just not doing this, because I had kind of known about her, and you get to thinking, but that dress would look better off.
Yeah, we all, every guy can relate to that girl, man. We've all had that one girl.
Yeah. And I think Taylor had called me that day about moving to Nashville, and it was on my mind the whole day. So I just sat down that night, hashed it out. So that's how it was born. That's
a cool story, man. To think now, you guys are Nashville artists, and you can play that song and think about old girl and just laugh and say, "Thank you, I'm better off." Straight up, better off.
Still got me tore up too.
Oh man, she will. But man, we're gonna play the song for you guys. It's been on our top 30 Spotify playlist for, I want to say, I mean, it jumped its cousin, Beer Wears Off, and it's been on since, I want to say, 6 weeks going strong, man. And it's a great song. We're going to play it, and you guys are going to see, you listeners, if you haven't heard of Southern Justis, you're going to know, oh, these are the guys that have this song. Oh, we know.
Just came to have a few. You walk in with your girls and it looks like I'm staying till 2. Started off with a wine, then a shot of tequila, going out of my mind just as some kind of feeling. But I know better off just going home, better off leaving you alone. kiss you slow and soft. That dress will look better off. Catch your stare, you point down to an empty glass. Order up another round, make it strong, this has gotta last. Never seen a girl as pretty, she must be teasing. You know I wanna stay, girl, give me a reason. But I know better off just going home. Better off leaving you alone. Better off not getting heartbroken one more time. Better off calling me a cab. Ain't no way you're gonna wanna come back. But if there's a chance to kiss you slow and soft, that dress will look better off. And on that floor, pull the sheets and lock the door. Dim the lights and hold on tight. Better off with you tonight. Better off taking you home. Better off not being alone. Better off with you laying by my side. Better off going another round. It'd be a shame if you left here now. Oh, I got the chance to kiss you slow and soft. That dress will look better off. That dress will look better off.
That was the hit single Better Off by Southern Justis there in the studio with us today, and we just wrapped up talking about the EP they put out and behind the song that we just featured, Better Off. And now we're getting into the guys talking about their rest of the year and their plans as far as the rest of 2018.
We're hashing out the details on a Carolina tour right now. We're gonna hit about 16 places, 16 stops in North Carolina and South Carolina. With our buddy Steven Metz. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he's a Charlotte, North Carolina boy, and we're gonna get out there with him and probably play 16 shows in 2 or 3 weeks. So that'll be fun.
And then in October, we're going back home, back to Delaware to Fenwick Island to play a charity event for the Get Well Gabby Foundation. And we're just going to go and play for the hometown fans. All the tickets and everything will go to charity.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a really great cause. So
yeah, it's a good cause, and we're excited about it, man, because they've been dying to have us back, but we just got too much business to take care of out here.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, you guys are on fire right now, and you can't stop it, or it's going to go out. You got to keep it going, and I imagine all the hometown people are just dying to get you guys back over there and play a show for them, man. I mean, to represent their hometown guys. Now they got 4 of them now in the tank, man, that they can say. We talked earlier about the country scene over there and the artists coming out of that area. So you guys obviously setting a blaze to your careers, and you never, you're going to be always changing, and lives always changing from here on out, and it's a hell of a ride, hell of a rodeo.
Right. We're buckled in. We're ready for it.
I sense that, man. I sense you guys are gonna be good. You ain't going nowhere, I don't find, anytime soon, brother, unless y'all just decide to quit. So just don't do that on us.
That ain't us. No, that ain't us.
Awesome, man. Well, I mean, we had a great interview. Like I said, man, we just stumbled across you guys, and I'm very not biased, as to some of my colleagues in this southern area. And, I'm not one to say, you can be from Delaware, you can be from Alaska. I don't care. If you put out music like that, I'm just going to come knocking, So that's awesome. It spreads the word, man.
Reaching out.
Definitely, man. And I want you guys to know, man, you guys are definitely doing good stuff down here in the southern states, which is a big scene to tackle, man. I mean, Louisiana, Texas, Georgia, all these great states. And you guys' name are known, I'll be honest with you. I've been talking with guys inside the loop here, and they've all said good things, just never had contact, but I said, hell, I'm not scared, let's go.
That's right. Well, thank you again for reaching out, man. This means a lot to us. Yeah, any exposure is good exposure.
And as I was telling you earlier, it's the Spotify playlist. It's the people like you that like to find these new artists like to put them out there on the scene for other people to help
it's all
us
about.
get new fans, and that's just what it's about. Like I grew up trying to find new artists every day on YouTube, and like I'd sit in class when I was in college and just look for new artists and try to find new music, and that's what it's about. Because most of the time, the best music isn't what's on the radio or what's being pushed. It's
I'll be dead honest with you guys, man. I couldn't even read a top 10 song list to you guys for as far as Nashville, man. I'm non-stop on the underground scene, and my idea of listening to something that's up there would be Muscadine and Luke and all those guys, and those are even so yeah, dude, there's so many talented artists and musicians in any genre, much less in the country music genre. It's not a dead genre at all, no matter what the media wants you to believe. Even in Nashville, man, I mean, you guys have just awoken a saying, that my buddies out down there, like, man, Nashville is not what you think it is. I know you down there listening to all this great, independent stuff, and you probably thinking Nashville just ruined. But they'd have some guys and acts and even guys, man. There's a lot of talented female artists out there that are not getting, recognized. That's another thing that gets my goat. But that being said, I mean, there's a lot of underground, up-and-coming guys such as yourselves and such, that are just right there, man. And that's awesome to see, man.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So obviously, you guys are you have your year plan. You got your goals set. You sound like two guys that mean business, and it definitely pays off in your music. And we're just gonna keep pushing, man, in any way we can. And we call it a family, man. And Bayou Country, you guys welcome back anytime, man. Y'all want to promote something? Y'all just want to talk, man. Y'all just let me know, and we'll promote. We'll do whatever we can, man.
Yeah, well, I hope we can get down there and see you sometime.
Yeah, man. You lead me into my little plug here with my sponsors and people that help me do this, man, for a side living. I have a day job myself. But yeah, man, we have a lot of great organizations and just that are just like me. They care about the music. It ain't about. But yeah, one of them, of course, I said at the top, is Southern Sound Outfitters. A great organization, veteran-owned organization. They support a lot of up-and-coming artists all over. They have a lot in the Texas music scene, but really all over. And they check them out at southernsoundoutfitters.com. They got some great apparel just as a bonus, man. I mean,
yeah, they got some good-looking merchandise.
Definitely. I'm gonna hook up the guys with some merch. I'm gonna send it their way, man. And they can rep the Southern Sound, and we got some Bayou Country stuff in the works too. I'm kind of not wanting to overshadow my good sponsors and partners, with them. And then of course another great, I'm an outdoorsman. You mentioned you guys fished earlier in the broadcast. I mean, my buddy Corey with Swamp Assassin, he's turned that name into a outdoorsman just haven, man. He's got some great apparel.
We got Swamp Assassin back in Delaware.
Man.
We know it.
It's amazing that the amount of that Corey has brought that brand just off a good old boy. He's a great dude.
Right.
So we're proud to call him a partner and a sponsor of Bayou Country, man. He's the one that helps us with all merch. And so yeah, man, check out Swamps. They actually have a Hat Week sale. I keep forgetting because I always plug him. But yeah, man, check out swampassassin.com. Check out he's got about 1,000 different hats. I'm a hat man myself. I have to have a different hat every time. I actually have my Whiskey Riff hat on the day and Whiskey Jam. Correct me, I'm sorry. Whiskey Jam. My Coach Wendell black on black, just to kind of go with the show, man. But I'm getting off track. This week they have a Hat Week sale, man. Y'all go check them out. Any hat they have on the website, you enter the code HATWEEK20 at checkout, 20% off the entire total of your cart. So that's awesome, man. You go check them out. Also want to plug some venues, man. Cowboys in Lafayette, Louisiana. I know they have 1,000 saloons named Cowboys, but these are the ones that I know and grew up with. Some great people. They have a Western store, a saloon, arena, but we're going to focus on the venue, man, and the music. They have a great lineup coming this weekend, June the 30th. My buddies I mentioned several times, Dawson Edwards and Brian Frazier, are going to be coming down from Nashville, taking a break from being, superstars, and and behind the scenes writers, and come down and perform some great music for us. And they'll have Nate Rogers, a up and coming Louisiana guy, performing with them. You guys can get the tickets online now on Facebook, and we'll share those with the post. They also have some great acts coming. Sam Riggs, a huge act out of Texas, man. He's coming in July the 20th. And they also got Randall King, one of my favorites. He's coming the 17th of August. And Jacob Bryan, who was actually on the show a few days ago. Great guy, great artist. He got some new stuff coming too. He's going to be there the 25th. And hopefully we can say Southern Justis will be there soon. I'm going to talk to Donovan, the manager down there, and get him contacted with these guys, because we need them down here, man.
Hey, we'd be more than happy to make the trip down there. Absolutely.
It's a great venue, great people, man. Great clean atmosphere. Just tip the bartenders, you have a good time, man. I mean, obviously you guys ain't gonna worry about that, you know. But yeah, man, we want to thank them. And also, I mentioned earlier, man, we're part of the Texas Country Music Association. That's a great organization that really takes the state's music and holds it true and helps out all states, really. But they keep their state's music and their stuff just to a whole nother world and a whole nother set of critiques, man. And I really respect that, and I'm honored to say that we're a part of that organization. You know, they got a lot of great musicians out of the Texas scene, independent, just trailblazing, man, that are just, you know, Cody Johnson, obviously one of the big ones that just, you know, selling out arenas and on an independent, you know, that's unheard of. And then you can name 10 of them in the Texas scene, and that's what I love about it, man. But yeah, big shout out to those guys, Texas Country Music Association. Shout out to I'll make some shout outs to the Nashville scene, man. I'll make a shout out to Ward and those guys over there at Whiskey Jam, man. They really doing great stuff with that. They really took that and turned it into a whole nother beast over the last years or so. And you know, they're doing great things with that, and I'll give them a shout out for sure, man. And you know, you guys go check. That's where you find these talented guys such as Nate and such as Taylor is at places like Whiskey Jam, man. You just get to hear these songs, and these, you know, I'm a big fan of the Iceman. He does a lot of great things for, you know, the top 40, and he pretty much puts people on great musicians before, you know, they even know who they are. And he's
our fans. They've been pushing for that.
Yeah, man. He's a great ambassador for that, you know. So that's my shout outs to the Nashville homies, you know, we want to say. And yeah, man, we thank all of our partners, all of our sponsors. All, you know, they make this possible. This is a side project. This is a hobby, a passion of mine. This is, you know, this is not my day job, should I say. So they help me to make this a reality, man, and to make me even be able to help people such as yourselves, and you know, give a platform. So really, really appreciate everybody that, you know, even the listeners, you guys. I can't even begin to describe how humble I am to this, man, because you guys help me help you, if that makes sense, you know.
Alrighty. Well, absolutely. Thank you to those guys as well, because, you know, without them, we don't get the opportunity to do some cool stuff like this and talk to cool people like you who just genuinely like the real music, you know.
Yes, sir.
None of that crap you'd be hearing on the radio now, but
yes, sir.
I know what you mean.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to get on here. I hope like hell we can get down there to Louisiana sometime.
Oh yeah, man, we're gonna make that happen sometime, man. If nothing else, you can stow away in Dawson's van, man, and just ride on down. He usually makes a few trips, man. And,
there you go.
So yeah, brother, we appreciate both Taylor and Nate for stopping by. You know, go check out, if you haven't already, and you've got through this whole podcast and still don't know who they are, then I mean, go look down at the link below that I'm going to be publishing to all of their website, social media. Go get some of their merchandise, man. They got some cool merchandise too. They just stocked up, if I ain't mistaken, yesterday or day before, man. Check them out, independent artists, man. You got to support them, buy their stuff, buy their music, buy their merchandise. And, you know, rep these Delaware guys, and just, you know, Delaware guys in Nashville living the dream, you know, just out there paving the way, man. And we support them 100%. We appreciate them for coming by. Y'all follow all of their social medias for their upcoming shows and whatnot. You know the drill. So social medias, websites, all the links I'll put below. Check out their music. I'll put their Spotify link. And, you know, if you haven't already got the top 30 playlist, guys. Y'all go check it out, man. I'm sure you guys get featured on all kind of stuff, but we like to keep a good saturated of just great stuff, man. Great music in that top 30, and it's really something that we're proud of.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, man.
Thank you for having us. Thank you, Bayou Country Music Association. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir. And until next time, everybody. We everybody here at Bayou Country Music Association, we thank you guys, and we'll see you next time down.